Good morning and welcome back to the 6 a.m. Club where we start our day inspired. It's a new day and I'm thrilled to be here with you. I have a new quote for you today that says, "Practice shifting your perspective. How you feel depends on how you look at things." If you can change your perspective, you can change how you feel about the situation. Yes, today we're talking about the power of perspective shifts. Imagine our perspectives as a window through which we view the world. Sometimes the window can get foggy or clouded, which affects how we see things on the other side. The good news is that we hold the power to wipe away the fog and see the world in a new light. Let's consider a situation that we all have experienced, a rainy day. Some of us might see it as gloomy and depressing, while others might see it as an opportunity to cozy up and with a book or enjoy the rhythmic sounds of the raindrops. The situation remains the same, but the perspectives about that situation vary from person to person. I can share many personal stories. Throughout my career, for example, I have faced challenges and setbacks that initially I view as failures, which brought frustration and disappointment. But the times that I was able to shift my perspective, I was able to see that same situation as valuable learning experiences that pave the way to better opportunities. Like in my career, I have experienced this in my personal life, in my health and fitness journey, in every single area of my life. Shifting your perspective is like changing the lens on a camera. It's like looking at things from a different position. It's like wiping off the fog on that window. And the most amazing part of all of this is that you and I, we hold the power to do that. We can change the lens of our cameras anytime that we want. And I want to share with you 3 techniques that have helped me do that and maybe can help you as well shift your perspective. The first one, and you're gonna jiggle when you hear me say this because I bring this all the time, but it's practicing gratitude. If you take a moment each morning to appreciate the small joys in life, this can be a powerful way to shift your focus from what is lacking to what's abundant. I have said it 1,000,000 times and you will hear me say it another 1,000,000 times. Establishing a gratitude practice is life-changing. And the reason why it's life-changing, among many things, is because it helps you change your perspective to one of abundance, to one of optimism, to one positive experience of life. Because life, it's not what it is, it's what you experience. The second practice, the second strategy or technique is empathizing and understanding. When you face conflict or challenges with others, try to see things from their point of view. This can foster empathy and can lead to more constructive resolutions. Basically, what you're doing is you're putting yourself in the other person's shoes. In other words, you're looking at the situation from their perspective instead of yours. The third technique is to visualize success. Instead of dwelling on potential failures, try to visualize success. This positive outlook can boost your confidence and your motivation. What I like to do is when I start a new project or when I'm working towards a goal, I try to close my eyes and visualize myself actually achieving or doing that thing. It's such a powerful technique because instead of looking at that project in front of me or that goal in front of me from a perspective of all the things that can go wrong, which probably are going to lead for me not to accomplishing that one thing in front of me, it helps me visualize how it would look like if I would have reached it. And that gives me insights on how I can actually get there. How can I get it done? How can I achieve that goal? So these are 3 very simple practices. Simple but not easy sometimes. Gratitude, empathizing and understanding, and visualizing success. I leave them with you so you can try one or the other, or maybe all 3 of them. I want to invite you to pick a situation in your life that might benefit from a perspective shift. It could be a challenge that you're currently facing, or maybe a recurring thought pattern that no longer serves you. And I want to invite you to practice one of these 3 techniques, or maybe all 3 of them, in that situation that you're facing, or in that thought pattern that no longer serves you. And make the commitment to practice shifting your perspective on that situation. Challenge yourself to see it from a different angle. And take note of how it changes your feelings and your reactions. Remember, our perspectives shape our reality. By practicing the art of perspective shifts, we unlock the potential to transform our lives. It's a beautiful journey of rediscovery and empowerment. A lot of times we get stuck in a situation that is not making us any good. And it feels like the world is ending, like there's nothing we can do. And sometimes we don't need to do anything but changing our perspective. Think about it. How many times you've gone through a situation and you felt it was the end of the world, and someone else was going through that situation alongside you and felt completely different about it. I'm sure you have had experiences like that in your life before. So anytime that you face a challenge, anytime that you feel stuck, anytime that you feel defeated, anytime that you find yourself in a thought pattern that no longer serves you, I want to invite you to take a pause and try to shift your perspective on the situation. And ask yourself, what would I do if this was different? How can I find a different meaning into this situation? How can I change the way I see this situation? Because at the end of the day, it's your perspective that shapes your reality. Your life is what it is as a result of how you perceive everything that happens in your life. Thank you for joining me in exploring the power of perspective shifts this morning. Until our next coffee chat here in the 6 a.m. Club, may your morning be filled with fresh outlooks and renewed enthusiasm. I can't wait to talk to you again here on the Leading Yourself podcast. Have a great day ahead and an even better week. I'll see you soon.